Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start with the first chapter of science 1, that is gravitation. Gravitation is one of the most important chapter because the same chapter we are going to learn in 11th and 12th standard. So I want that students should pay proper attention not only for this gravitation for 10th standard, but if they have prepared well, then they can also prepare well for 11th as well as for 12th. They can score in that examination. So we will start with gravitation. What do you mean by gravitation? Gravitation means the force of attraction which attracts two bodies. When we say two bodies, it can be any two bodies. It can be one planet and other planet. It can be duster and table. It can be stone and earth. It can be human being and earth, or anything. We can take the example of earth. Earth has a gravity which attracts everything. If we throw a stone from the earth's surface vertically upwards, it again falls vertically downwards because of gravity. This Newton has already studied that when the apple falls on the Newton's head, he says that it is a force of attraction which he says as a gravity. So gravity is one of the most important force, but gravity is the weakest force. Why gravity is the weakest force? Because if gravity is the strongest force, then no one can able to walk on the earth's surface. Everyone will be stick to one place only. But it is the weakest force, hence we can able to walk, we can able to run, we can able to move. Number 2, gravity always acts in a straight line, that is vertically downwards in a straight line. It never falls in any angle. So why? Because it is the weakest force and it directly attracts the body. Then we are going to study the circular motion. What do we mean by circular motion? It is caused by centripetal force. First of all, we should know that there are two forces which acts on a moving body which moves in a circular direction. That is a fan which is moving, or a stone which is tied to a rope and we are moving it. So there are two type of forces. One is centripetal force and one is centrifugal force. When we say centripetal force is the force of attraction along the radius towards the center. So it is the force of attraction along the radius towards the center. This is suppose a circular motion, and this is the center. And this is suppose a stone. The thread or the rope which is tied along the center, which is moving towards the center, is the centripetal force, and the opposite force is the centrifugal force which takes the object away from the center. So we can take the example of centripetal force. Stone revolving in a circular motion with the help of string, or motion of moon around the earth, is a centripetal force. Centrifugal force, the force acting along the radius away from the center. It is away from the center, which is moving the stone away from the center. When we release the stone, it moves in a tangential orbit. It is a centrifugal force. Or when we fill a water in a bucket and moves in a vertical or horizontal direction, the water from the bucket does not fall even when it reaches to the maximum height, because of centrifugal force which prevents the water from falling. The centrifugal force acts along the tangent to the circular orbit and moves away from the center. So these are the basics which we have learned today. Tomorrow, inshallah, we are going to learn about Kepler's motion and the laws of Kepler's law. Take a fair copy of this. If you are having any doubt or difficulty, let me know. I have already sent the textbook, e-copies of textbook of Science 1 and Science 2. Go through it. If you are having any problem, let me know. For geography, we have finished first part of geography. Go through it. You are having any difficulty, let me know. The second part we are going to study after completing this gravitation. Thank you.